this here so that I'm not giving you my back. I was told not to give my back. Okay, here's the alumbre. Okay, and I know I have some tranquil oil here somewhere.
It's right there. Right there. There you go.
Oh, there you go. It's right in front of me. Okay. And we're going to need some holy water. And that's right here. And some cotton, which I believe is behind you. So you're going to write the person's name. Okay, you're going to add it here in the bottom. Okay, then you're going to add your cascarilla. Just going to break it in there. We'll run upstairs and get some.
You need camphor?
No, I have camphor. You can add the camphor at this point. I love the smell of camphor. Normally what I do is I'll buy a whole one, and every week I literally like to sprinkle all the corners of my house, my altar room, the whole entire house. I just like to incorporate that in there to keep the place feeling very feng shui, very calm, very, you know, just nice and cool. Most people that come to my house don't want to leave my house because they're just so relaxed and comfortable, which is, you know, a great compliment for a spiritualist. You know, I've been to certain witches' houses that it's just so chaotic, the energy there. And, you know, I always say this, even though I'm a dark pagan, that doesn't mean I have to be grumpy all the time. That doesn't mean that my house has to feel chaotic. No, I'm a very peaceful person inside. I have peace in my heart. You know, I'm humble. You know, and I think that's why I'm able to really, you know, be successful in a lot of my work, because, you know, I'm keeping myself zen. And that's the most important part. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, going to add a quarter just to pay the spirit, the you know, that the debt is good. You know, the debt is paid. You know, I don't get this. So what I'm going to do is, you know, literally, firstly, this is a little disgusting, excuse me. Why I did that? Well, I'm using my saliva as a way to dominate this person, to keep them calm so that my spell is more active. No, it doesn't taste as bad if you use the organic stuff. But eventually you'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. I know it's a little disgusting, but you're a witch. There's really not much that you can say is disgusting. A lot of times we have to use our blood. You know, some rites that you can do for the Morgan, for the women, you got to use your period blood and fill it in a bowl and stuff like that, just so that, you know, to appease her. You know, again, there's urine, there's a whole bunch of stuff. This is alumbre or Himalayan rock salt. Again, you can use salt. This is just, again, to purify this individual. Going to add the tranquil oil. I tried to have everything open for you guys, but just so much prepping and just, I forget certain.
Oh my God, don't do that.
Huh?
Oh, you scared me.
What do you mean?
No, I thought you were going to cut. I was just...
See, now, let me explain something. Real tranquil oil, or balsamo tranquilo, should be this color. It should be greenish color. I'm very happy with this oil. This is the first time I'm using this specific oil. I'm actually going to use this whole bottle because this person needs it, honey. This person is crazy. I fear that the cops, or I feel death, or the hospital is going to get them. Now, at this point, I'm going to cover it completely in cotton. I'm gonna stuff it literally with the cotton. Because the cotton, again, you're creating this cloud of just white, of purity, so that they can have clarity in their mind. Oh, St. Clair, you can also use, with this specific stuff, you can use Zeus, you can use Odin, you can use Dambalam, you can even use Tinjoalagwe. You can use, if you're going to use it in a Catholic sense, Catholic image, Our Lady of Mercedes, I don't know how to say that in English, Obatala, Jegua, or Tiembla Tierra. Again, any deity that is that represents purity, you can use. I would even consider Metres Ursuli Frita, being that she deals with purity as well.
Now, if they don't have balsamo tranquilo, will olive oil work?
You can make your own tranquil oil by just, you can do olive oil, not extra virgin, plain olive oil, and you can mix in a little bit of almond oil, because that's another purifier. And you could add a basil leaf,
Okay.
just a basil leaf. You don't have to cook it. You could just break it up, infuse it. You can go on, and basically you can go online and just, off the top of my head, I can't really tell you the exact herbs that you can use. But if you go online, or if you invest in Scott Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs, he tells you all the herbs that are good for for those properties of keeping someone's calm. So you can add lavender and basil with the olive oil, and just you can warm it through, or you can just infuse it. Just by putting it and shaking it in the sun and all that. The same thing. Okay. Now, with this, now that you see that it's packed, I don't want to pack it too much now. You're just literally going to add the whole bottle of holy water in. You're going to basically fill it up with water. With holy water, your own water. You can even use tap water if you don't have holy water. But again, you can make your own holy water just by infusing with your intent, with your energy, and all that good stuff. Okay? Now, some people, even though I put the person's name here, some people will go as far as putting the picture on and putting this cup on top of the picture, or having instead of the image candle, they'll put the picture in front. Okay? You can do that too if you can't find image candles. I just feel that because I'm able to find the image candle, it'll work best for me. Now this, once it's done, should be left for 8 days, or you can do it every week for 8 weeks, depending on the severity of the individual. I've saved even gangsters' lives with this, in cases of emergency, and they wouldn't listen to my reasoning. Well, if I know that they're in the wrong, heading in the wrong path, I'm sorry, honey. That's why I say I don't believe in that Wiccan stuff, in the Wiccan read, or because they said that you can't mess with people's free will. Well, I'm gonna mess with somebody's free will if I know it's going to save their life. So this has helped a lot of people. By the way, you light this up high. The higher, the better. Okay. Now I will write the initials of this person here. Now, as far as I'm gonna do with this, in regards to an oil that I will anoint. I'm going to put a little bit of sandalwood and anoint this with the sandalwood. The sandalwood will give some protection, but it'll also keep this person somewhat sweet and calm and not so angry and bitter. Now, another step that you could do is, being that I put this, or you can carve it with cascarilla. Just again, the whole purpose of this is to keep this person calm. Keep this person calm, please. Now, sometimes with my spells, with certain spells that I want to reach quicker or faster, I like to burn a feather. My priest is looking at me like you're really about to say the secret. But I like to burn a feather because for me, in my mind, the way it makes sense in my head, it's going to give flight to the spell so it can reach this person quicker. This is a feather. You can use any type of feather that you can get your hands on. Obviously, something that could fly. So with this, then I just keep burning this and smudging the spell with the smoke and the smell and the scent. Now in this case, I'm using my left hand because I want the negativity and the craziness to leave from this person. If you're going to do it with the right hand, you're dominating the person. But in this case, because my spit is already in here, I'm already dominating the person. So that's why I'm just using the left hand to, again, get rid of, take away the negativity of this person that they, okay? Now that that's done, I can move on to the next spell. Hopefully, this whole table soon will be covered in candle magic. Well, this is maybe I can put this as a spells with candle magic for the title of the video. Oh, okay. Well, I have written down here that I wanted to do a catch a thief spell. This is, it's time consuming. Can you just pass me that bowl? Do you think you could reach that? I don't want to think that's too much for me to get up. Just careful with the camera. Now, this is my catch a thief spell. It's a gypsy spell. Well, I guess she needed some molasses up in her. The spirit kind of said, toodaloo with that. There's, in my videos, I don't know if y'all catch it, sometimes there will be some spiritual activity where I say, oh, I'm hearing a ghost, and all of a sudden my bougie candle would drop, or I prick my finger. Well, this is the spirit telling me that this person needed some molasses on them, because on top of this deity working with them, this other deity needs to work with them. So don't freak out, people out there, if it happens. We're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's supposed to be this way. No, it's messed up. The spell isn't. No, take a deep breathe, step back, because again, this is something I always tell my children, my kin. Is it what you want, or is it what they want? And they wanted this to happen. So therefore, it doesn't feel any negative. Obviously, I'm not doing any bad witchcraft with this spell, so it's helping this spell, okay? Because it got wet, the wick is wet, that's why it's taking a little bit longer to actually light, but it dries quick. So what you're going to need, I'm going to need that incense and Ishtar's incense. Okay, what you're going to need is you're going to need a nice bowl. These I get, believe it or not, I love, listen, for those of you who know me, I've been saying this quite often, I love thrift stores, I love, flea markets. All those things should be in that bag, and tied up in a.
On the which bag?
It should be in there. It's tied up in a bag, in a white bag. Going to need a cup because this is going to be your stand. So catch a thief spell. Somebody owes you money, and they just keep playing you, and they keep saying that they're gonna pay you, and they never do. Well, honey, that's a thief in my eyes. So nobody messes with me and my money or my client's money. So what are you going to do? You're going to get your money one way or another. You're going to get your blessing. And if this person got to go to jail or suffer some type of problem, and either way they got to come out of pocket, but you're okay, then honey, that is karma working. That is this spell working at its best. So, where is my image candle that I just prepared? Okay. So you're going to need, in this case, it's a man that I'm going to be working on. You got to be careful with these, because you got to, with these image candles, they're very delicate, especially in the base. So if you put them in the bag and you're bumping them around, the base, just like this one, the base tends to it's loose, and I'm not happy with that. Not happy with the looseness. See, I have a stubborn candle here, but you know what? You're gonna light for me, honey. You're gonna work. See, let me take that off. Maybe that's affecting it. Put this back here. Again, sometimes your candles will give you some trouble. If you're intent to light this candle, then you're going to light this candle. So what I'm going to do is, because I see that, it's accumulating a little bit of wax in the center. So I'm just going to light it from the side, and I'm going to keep the flame there just to melt a little bit and create a passageway so it could leak down. And then, once that's there, I shouldn't have a problem. The molasses, this molasses isn't good quality molasses. It's a bit watery and runny, so I think that's why, it's messing with my wick. But a prepared witch is a good witch. You can always use a white candle and write the name, or have backup candles. Candles really give me some issues. Is it a dud? Well, again, I'm glad that this happened, because some of you at home, it could happen to you too, and at least, you'll know what to do. So simply what I'm going to do is, I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to clean it up and take off some of that wet stuff, and then hopefully that should do the trick. Yeah, see, I'm hearing a sizzle. So that means that the candle wick is definitely wet. But because I created that little passageway, it's just going to hopefully burn into the dryness, and then we'll be done. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this too, I'm just going to secure the bottom.
We're at 33.
We're at 33. All right. So I'm going to pause for now, and we'll continue with in the next video with this spell.